Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Do more science, just really weird, fucked up shit. Stuff where even you're like, man, I shouldn't have done that. Do that.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
No costume, no candy, motherfucker.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, okay, what's more likely? That you're misremembering something from 11 years ago, or the mirror eats dogs? Welcome to Plotty Time.
Nice.
This is the podcast that is doing its last Halloween Spooky October episode.
At least you mentioned it this time.
Yeah.
What a ride it's been.
Man, it's been so long since we did the first one.
I know, man.
It feels like forever ago, really. So are we just keeping the new theme? Is that just what we're doing?
I don't know.
It's going to be hard.
I like it.
I mean, we can keep the intro.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
The intro, yeah.
Oh.
Is it better than the OG intro? Maybe we should have the fans.
Better than every other intro you've ever done.
Yeah. Leave a comment under the YouTube and tell us what you think.
Yeah, get over there, like and subscribe. Really helps us out. But to get this thing rolling, how about we talk to Mr. Scientist, Dr. Scientist. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Mr. Scientist. Doctor. How about we start where we always start. Tell us what you've been doing, what you've been watching, what you've been playing, or just what's going on.
Well, I'm still playing Hades. So close to the platinum.
Oh, you're
man.
still going.
Yeah, so close.
I believe it.
Just 3 bullshit RNG trophies I got to get done. Yet.
Still the 3. Wow.
That's a lot.
Well, it might be 4, but I'll get 2 at the same time.
All right.
I think last week you were talking you only had like 5.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I finally got that difficult one out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, last week. That's right. I remember
Yeah,
you
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass, but I did it.
Sure.
I didn't get around to watching many movies, but I did watch a lot of shows. But we'll start with the movie first anyway. I watched this movie called Head Count.
Is it spooky?
Head count.
It is spooky.
Sounds spooky.
It was these people like they're like in the desert, kind of at a ranch house, like just killing time, having a party or something.
Mm-hmm.
And weird shit starts happening, and they find out that there's like a entity that's kind of haunting them, and it tries to it has something to do with the number 5, which is where the head count comes in because
It
tries
needs
to get
5 heads.
Yeah, it tries to get 5 of them together at different times. It's pretty interesting.
All right.
It was all right,
Fair enough.
It's like a haunted house type situation.
sort of. It's like a demonic kind
A
of.
possession.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Head count. Is it new? I haven't heard of it. But I'm interested.
Sure.
All right. Good enough for me.
It's newer.
Newer, yeah. I mean, it's within the last 15 years.
Okay. So it's not from the 60s.
No.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
it's kind of cool, like where stuff starts happening and like the people start acting weird. And,
I like weird.
yeah. I don't know if it's like your type of weird, but
Damn.
I mean, it could still be weird and not slap.
Yeah. Obvious.
That's fine. There's plenty of great movies that are weird but don't slap. Quote me on that.
name one.
Bill and Ted.
There you go. That's a weird one.
Wayne's
Wayne's World's kind of weird when you really think about it.
I wouldn't call it slappy at all, though.
It's kind of slappy. They have licorice in their roof.
One
It's a
thing
little
does not
slappy.
a slap make.
We've got slap integrity. Slap integrity? No. Maybe? We'll come back to it.
Edit that out.
Figure it out.
Okay. What else you got?
Just realized that Another Life Season 2 came out on Netflix, so I started watching that.
What the hell is that?
It was the space one with Katie Sackhoff,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
but I only got a little bit into that. It's, of course, good so far. I like the last season, so.
Yeah. All right, cool.
And my go-to bedtime watch has been Fringe that I started watching again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll just watch all 4 seasons of that and then get on like no 5th season
Are
never
there
happened.
only 4 seasons of Fringe?
Yes.
Seems like it was around a lot longer than that.
It might have seemed like there was 5, but
Oh.
Oh.
that last season definitely I did not like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Did you watch the fifth? It was like they go into the future. It was weird. I didn't like how they did it.
I bailed on that series at one point. I just don't remember when. I should give it a go again.
It was probably then because it got a little weird.
I still have a lot of catching up to do after the supernatural shackles have been removed.
For real.
Because, the supernatural shackles were removed. Now it's spooky season, so I watched a bunch of spooky stuff,
I hear you, man.
Speaking
So-
of spooky stuff,
Oh, what do you got?
I did start watching the second part of this season of American Horror Story, the aliens part.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. It's kind of like X-Files-y,
All right. Sounds
but
slappish.
not as good as X-Files.
Slap adjacent.
Yeah, it's slap adjacent.
Sure.
Well, I mean, just imagine X-Files mixed with American Horror Story, and this is what that is.
Is it like an investigative thing?
It's kind of like set in the 50s, and it jumps forward to the present and goes back to the 50s. And
Just because they use the name Scully and Mulder. That's all.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's Molly and Skulder, actually.
I like that.
Older and moldy?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's like it follows President Eisenhower, and like aliens come and he meets them, and he goes through this thing, and
Oh, that sounds actually pretty neat.
then it kind of jumps to the present day where the things are still happening with the aliens, but
Cool.
it jumps back and forth. But yeah, it's interesting.
So far, is it better than the last half?
Yeah,
Because you said you hated the last, like the
Well,
end of it at least.
I didn't like the end of the last one, but the first beginning of it was okay.
Okay.
But this one's it's starting out good. I'd love to see how it goes.
No.
It's one of those dumb shows that releases one a week.
Oh, what?
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Speaking of still being in the 50s, am I right? Christ, that bothers me so much. We've evolved
know.
past the weekly releases. We don't need to keep doing this.
What about shows that are on television, though?
Well, they can go.
What do you mean? Stream?
What is television?
Forget it. People still watch it.
Who?
Fuck them.
Anyway.
Fuck them. I just don't get it. I don't understand why. At that we'll be here all day.
Yeah, let's
You know,
not.
I
okay.
guess, yeah.
That'll be a very special episode. We'll talk about commercials and weekly release shows.
Sounds good.
Anyway, Poppascotch.
You guys just show up for the intro. I'll scream for an hour and a half, and then you guys just come back at the end.
All right, so I'll just laugh the whole time and fight for the weekly release.
Ew,
How dare you?
gross. What about you, Poppascotch? What'd you play, watch, etc., etc.?
Well, like I said last week, Chell came out, so that became
Oh,
Pretty much
and
my
that
whole life.
is
I think
they're
it's a
doing
hockey thing.
some good and innovative things with the hut mode this time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, like what?
They've got these players called X Factor cards, which they start at like an overall of 70, and then you can pay your coins that you get through upgrading to upgrade the card, and their attributes get better and better and better.
Oh,
So it's like
it's about time they did that.
yeah, it's more RPG-ish now.
Yeah, exactly. Like it
Yeah.
upgrades as your team upgrades, and as you get more money, it's not like
Instead of pulling
Oh.
the card.
Oh, just like real life, where more money makes better
Yes,
people.
Yes.
exactly. That's exactly correct. But yeah, it's fun so far. They got the new Frostbite engine out there, so it feels a lot more real.
No, not the Frostbite engine.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
In
Very
a
same.
shell?
You obviously didn't look into it. It's
No,
pretty
I did not.
badass.
Anyway, that's all I really played. But I watched a bunch of classic horror movies because, 'tis the season.
Yes, it is.
First off, this one isn't classic. It's a newer one. Actually, it's 10 years old now.
Wait, which
So
one is
you
it
are.
now? It's not a classic, but it was. But it could be one day, soon, maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
It depends on your frame of reference of time. I mean, it's relative.
I mean, we're all in the same.
It's got to be 25 years to be a classic.
Okay,
Just like Rock,
Good. I'm glad
like
we
a
have
car.
ground rules. So basically, Scream just became a classic.
Yeah,
Ew.
pretty much.
So I watched the extremely underrated Fright Night remake.
Fright Night.
Is it as good as the original Fright Night?
Is that with
It might be better.
Imogen Peeps?
Yes.
Imogen?
Imogen Poops? Poots?
Poots.
Poots.
Yes.
Oh, wait. No, never mind. I'm thinking of Judgment Night. I don't think I've ever seen Fright Night.
It's actually pretty good.
It's got Colin Farrell as the vampire neighbor.
Yeah. And that guy who's like a Chris Angel.
Then I definitely didn't see it because I have no idea what vampires would have to do with Fright Night.
David Tennant is the Chris Angel mind freak type guy.
Ooh, I like David Tennant.
It's pretty good. I'd give it a watch if I were you.
Also watch Judgment Night.
It's definitely in spooky season. It's good.
Yeah, I watched it because I remembered it being good around when it came out. We rewatched it, and I'm like, this is better than I thought it was.
Is the original a classic?
Yeah.
Well, I meant 25 years old.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the original's still like 80s and hokey, but the concept is that there's this kid who, is really into horror movies and that sort of thing, and then his neighbor moves in, and his neighbor's a vampire, and he has to like convince everyone his neighbor's a vampire.
What a coincidence!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But go check it out if you haven't. Now for the classic stuff.
Oh, bring it.
Friday the 13th, Part 4, baby.
Which one was that? What was the
Fair
subtitle?
question. Jason's in it. Jason of slasher horror movie fame.
Jason Mewes?
Sudeikis?
Jason, the guy with the machete and the hockey mask. Remember him?
Oh, that
Sudeikis.
Jason.
Sudeikis. Yeah.
This was the final chapter. It's the one with Corey Feldman and, oh boy, I'm blanking on his name. The dad from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Crispin Glover.
There it is. Crispin Glover.
I'm glad you thought of it, 'cause I kept thinking Marty McFly, and I knew that wasn't his name.
But it's one of the better ones.
It's a great cast.
I mean, there's 12. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I laugh, because one of the better ones, it could be in the top 10.
I'd say
Top 4.
it might be top 2, really. Definitely top 3. Because they're all downhill from 4. I'll tell you that much right now.
Fair enough.
At least 8, he goes to Manhattan. And by goes to Manhattan, I mean he's on a boat for 90% of the movie. And fucking gets to New York for the last 10 minutes. Spoilers?
No, yeah.
It doesn't matter. But other than that, Gem, I watched The Evil Dead. Because, 'tis the season.
Yeah, classic.
I mean, we don't really need to get into that, do we? We all know this one.
Sure.
Yeah, I still like the new one. I don't care what anyone says.
I think I need to rewatch it. I remembered liking it, but I remember it being way nuts.
It is gory as fuck, man.
It's Evil Dead. It has to be. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also watched Paranormal Activity.
Oh, yeah?
I
don't know if you
don't
guys
think
remember
I
that
ever
one.
finished watching any of them. It just annoyed me, really. Isn't it like found footage shit?
Yeah, like these two. It's played as a found footage film, and it's the
like-
two people
Go ahead.
who move into a house and they think like a demon's haunting the wife.
I was
Yeah,
I was
okay.
going to say it's like the comedy shows we watch like that, but just not comedy.
It's
Okay.
funny that you know the comedy shows.
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of comedy movies like that lately where they're kind of like setting up and
All right.
trying to catch ghosts, because I guess once it becomes famous, everybody makes a comedy about it.
Yeah, it was pretty big when it came out.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I still think it holds up.
All right.
And then I watched Sleepy Hollow, which really does hold up.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah,
Okay,
Johnny Depp
yeah,
and
that's what I
Christina
thought.
Ricci.
Yeah. It's okay.
Really, that holds up? I didn't think it held up when it was released.
It's okay.
Fair enough. I mean, it's Tim Burton. If you're either on board or you're not at this
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
And if you're on board for Tim Burton, then this is a good one.
Very atmospheric.
Lots of wigs, lots of like colonial-looking people just looking dirty.
That's,
You know what I mean?
I would guess
Like-
that's how they looked.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Nailed it.
Not like it wasn't like brand new Hollywood costumes and everyone looking their best. You look at these people, you're like, that dude's been wearing that coat for a straight week.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're the pig pen of times.
Yeah, and the last one I watched, probably one of the best body horror classics of all time,
Ooh.
Videodrome.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
It's classic.
If you haven't watched Videodrome in a while, do yourself a favor.
Holds up.
I mean, I don't know how a movie where James Woods shoves a Betamax tape into his chest vagina wouldn't hold up.
Fair enough.
I mean, it didn't hold up because it has James Woods in it, but
He as a person didn't hold up. We'll say that. He got hit in the head at some point, I'm going to guess in the late 90s?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just became a chode. Oh, I'm saying chode again. I think that's fun. I think you guys should try it.
I want to bring Jabroni back.
I don't think
Go
it ever
ahead.
left.
What's stopping you? I just call people goofs.
Goose is a good one. And then once in a while, when you see one, you got to call him a hoofty.
Fair.
I was trying to explain to the fiance what a hoofty was. and
You'd have to show her pictures.
that's what I said. I'm like, I can't explain it to you. Like I'll point one out, and then you're just gonna get it.
Well,
Like it's just
next
gonna
time I
make
go to
sense.
Sheets, I'll take a bunch of pictures and send them to you, and it'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Send me a picture of 9 people, and 8 of them are hoofties. I'll be like, pick the one that's not a hoofty. She's like, this one. I'm like, yep, you got it.
Oh, no-
You now know what a hoofty is.
The one that's not a hoofy is the asshole with a backward hat.
Like do you remember the look that was the upside down visor?
Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
That's
That
pretty
was
good.
like early aughts,
Yeah.
late 90s. Oh, those were the days, right?
I believe Seth Green wore it in one of the, like, Can't Hardly Wait
Can't
movies.
hardly wait. Yep. Has to be.
Was it yeah, it was definitely a 90s look for sure.
Late 90s, yeah.
But anyway, that's all I did. So how about you, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
I'm playing a little bit more of Amnesia, the collection.
Oh.
Just getting in the spooky spirit, you know.
I
There you go.
downloaded it. Never played it, though.
Yeah, turn on the surround sound, put a headset on, because the sounds are pretty neat. Just hear them all over the place. It's a good time. Nice and spooky.
Okay.
But that's all I've really been playing. Been watching some spooky movies. Except,
Oh,
for,
wow.
Classics, would you call them?
except for this first one.
Okay. We don't need to make fun of me. Fucking cool guys. All right, whatever. What'd you watch?
No,
Tell us about it.
All right, I got an email from a fan, Ben, and he reminded
Shout
me
out,
of...
Ben.
So, Ben, reminded me of The Last Action Hero,
Ben Dog.
which is now on Amazon, so if you want to watch it, check it out.
The Arnold one?
Oh, yeah.
Is there another one?
That movie's fucking great. It's still fucking great.
It still holds up, man.
Is that the one where Jamie Lee Curtis falls off the bed when she's dancing?
No.
Which one's that?
True Lies. That's what you're thinking of, right?
Which also had Arnold.
Yes.
Okay. Last Action Hero was...
The movie ticket that grants...
Oh,
the
yeah,
kid's
yeah,
annoying
yeah,
as shit,
yeah.
but, you know...
Kids are always
Yeah,
annoying
he
as shit.
goes to the screen and,
Yeah, it's a good time. He just lives in an action movie for a while.
I don't know why I was thinking True Lies the entire time you were talking about it.
I don't know either. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Holds up. Good job, Ben. I've finished the Archer season.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
I think did I start
I don't
it?
know. I watched the whole thing and then fucking his mom leaves like a note at the end. It's like, I'm going away and shit. And it says, in loving memory of Jessica Walter. And I was like, oh yeah, she fucking died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
I was like, oh yeah, she's never going to be an Archer again. So that's a bummer.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched Archer in a good 6 years.
It's still the same, really.
Yeah, they did that like season by season, just reboots.
Yeah, just like all different shit.
Yeah, I liked the space one. I thought that was fun.
Yeah. Well, now they're back to like regular, doing their normal shit. So
Interesting. Okay. I mean, it's on the list. Supernatural. You know.
yeah, I hear you, buddy.
That big hole in my list.
I also watched Black as Night. See this Amazon original about vampires in
No.
in New Orleans.
Nolans.
I'm listening.
think
What's
I-
Black as
I
Night?
think I saw the preview for it, but I never watched it.
Yeah, I think it just came out, but it's about some teenagers who live in fucking New Orleans.
All right, let's go.
And there's like vampires that are just turning homeless people and junkies into vampires, and
Those are not the type of people you'd want to turn into vampires, you think?
it's just the easiest for them, I guess, just to feed on them. You know, I don't know. It's pretty good. Give it a watch if you're into that type of thing.
Is it like a YA thing?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Come on, it's vampires in New Orleans.
I'm still in. I was just trying to get an idea of what I'm expected.
No, I meant that. Of course, it's YA.
Yeah, it's Amazon original. It's not going to be. It wasn't that gory or nothing. So
Okay.
I also watched Saw.
Oh, yeah?
The original Saw.
I wonder why you did that.
I don't know.
It's easily the best one.
Just to catch myself up on some characters in it that we're going to be talking about later in this episode. So check it out.
It's still probably the best Saw.
It's classic, yeah. Well, it is a classic, right?
Yeah, you can't beat the first one.
No, it's not 25
you
years
can't.
old.
No, it's like 20 years old.
Yeah. I'm sure soon there'll be the Saw 25.
I don't know, but you know what they say. If it's Halloween, it's got to be Saw.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah? Who says that?
They said that for 7 years when they released it every October. 7 years in a row they did it. But that brings me to the slapper. We're going to slap this one out.
Ooh.
Malignant.
Oh, I know what that one
Oh,
was.
that fucking movie.
That's why it slaps. Because the whole
I
fucking...
expected so much more from it.
I didn't expect it to be as slappy as it was. because it doesn't make sense.
I kind of thought I was going to be like Insidious or maybe like the Annabelle world, whatever that is.
Yeah, the Conjuring universe or whatever.
But it was nothing like those.
No, it wasn't. It was just insane. It didn't make any sense. Why did the guy have fucking superpowers?
Why did the backwards body know karate?
That should be a shirt. Backwards body, no karate.
Why-
N-O karate.
Why could he manipulate electricity? I don't care if he learned karate.
You know, I can't answer any of these because I easily fell asleep the 2 times I tried to watch this.
Oh my God, the way they explain it.
It's a shame because it started out strong with her
Yeah.
like going in between those two worlds. I'm like, what's going on here? Okay.
It was very interesting. And the bad guy was neat. He just looked weird. Just the way he was walking backwards and shit was pretty cool. And then the explanation, I was like, this fucking slaps. Because that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I can't argue with that. I can't. Not at all. You're right. It slapped.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, man. I wish I would have thought even to mention that as a slapper.
Yeah.
Backwards body, no karate.
Backwards body on top and then an equal sign. Now, would it be the words no karate or the word karate with like the no smoking circle and line through it?
Should we go super nerd and put karate exclamation point? That's a computer science joke for you people out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, that's it. Slapper. You guys.
There you go.
That was the most unenthusiastic slapper I've ever heard.
Well, it caught me off guard. It really did.
All right, well, that's the slapper of the week, Malignant. It sure as fuck slaps. So how about we go ahead and move into video game news / stuff?
Nice.
Spooky.
All right. I know this news is a little bit late and we're way behind the ball on this, but did you guys see the trailer for Welcome to Raccoon City, the new live action film?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I really want this to be good, guys. I really do.
Yeah.
I am going to go into it expecting what I expect from every Resident Evil movie and just to be
Nothing.
entertained.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it just has this feel. Dr. Scientist, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but it has that feeling of we're going to try to do too much fan service.
Oh no,
right
it
now.
definitely does. It
Yeah,
also
like-
also have a feeling that they're going to try and be too serious with it.
That's true because I mean the games were always slappy, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the Mia Jovovich movies were like fun. They didn't take themselves super serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they used the bones of the first game and then did their whole other own thing and made it fun. I'm not saying you're right. You're absolutely right. They were a lot of fun, but this just looks like, oh, you didn't. You know, we're rebooting it and we're doing the exact same costumes as the game, the exact same people. We're gonna follow the exact same, rules and lore as the game. And I'm like, I played the game, guys.
Yeah, I like the couple of scenes they show are clips from like the FMVs of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like literally the same shot.
Yeah, the same shot.
Yeah. Doesn't sound that good.
Maybe they're lying with this trailer and it's going to be fucking
Maybe.
stupid costumes, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe it'll be great. Who knows? I'll give it a shot, but I'm not super excited about it at this point.
And
That's
if you
fair.
want to know what happens in it, you could listen to our podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely. We
You
got.
don't have to see the movie then.
Did we do 3 or just 1 and 2? I think we just did 1 and 2.
Not sure. Couldn't tell you.
We'll have to go back to our archives.
I'll have to check the archives. But while we're doing that, I'll tell you about the next piece of news, aka rumors.
Ooh.
They're not AK. News is not also known as a rumor.
No, it's not. Well, in the United States it is.
Touche, sir.
Burn.
A rumor that has come out that J.J. Abrams is working on a Half-Life film.
If you want to know how that game ends, listen to our podcast.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's start you. It is apparently he's working on a Half-Life film. They announced the project 9 years ago.
Oh, God, I was going to say, I thought I heard of this before.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you might have heard about when he said there was a Portal movie in the works.
How are you going to make it?
But
How can
I don't know.
you?
I don't know. Portal is like, it's like puzzle game. It's like
Yeah.
having a Pac-Man movie.
They can make it like Cube.
you'd have to make it a story in that universe, right? You don't just make it.
Yeah.
You don't just Resident Evil it, right? Like we just talked about.
Exactly.
I really am not sure if we did Resident Evil 3.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Which one had Nemesis?
2.
Then we did 2. I don't think we did 3.
I don't think we did any 3s yet.
It's like
I know we definitely did 2 You know what? I'll just move on.
Yeah.
So, are we thrilled about this Half-Life movie, or do we not care?
I don't care.
I didn't really care about the game as much as it is popular. But
I mean, there's always a shot it could be good. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood has run out of original ideas and is just stealing ideas from themselves in games from now on.
That's been a while.
Yeah, they're just pulling up existing properties and
Yeah.
being like, we can make a movie out of this. Let's just do it. We already got all the lore, which means all the fans are on board.
Exactly.
Which always works out perfectly.
You're telling me.
And then in other news here, this is more of a rumor, but there was a bunch of... Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. It's twice now. There's another rumor that Blizzard is hiring for another open world game that sounds a lot like a Fallout game.
Oh, I saw Fallout 76 was on sale
Oh, yeah?
for like $13.
Psh, not worth it.
I didn't think so.
The listing offers a couple clues, like the job is for someone who can design and implement new events and open world content and has an understanding of RPG reward mechanics. But it's the reason people think it might be sort of like Fallout, because I don't think Blizzard is owned by... Doesn't Fallout owned by Microsoft now because of the ZeniMax purchase?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
And Blizzard's not a part of that.
No.
No.
Well, they're looking for someone who has previous design experience with online multiplayer games or experience working on an FPS game.
Mm-hmm.
That could be Fallout, but it could be almost every
be
other
anything.
open. Yeah. Could be another. What's something Blizzard makes? World of Warcraft?
Yeah, pretty much. Isn't that all they do? Do they do other stuff? Who knows?
Who knows?
I have no idea.
They're in a lot of problems lately.
Yeah.
I bet. So,
Yeah. So fuck them.
fuck them. Here's some actual news,
Ooh.
not a rumor.
Nice.
Let's hear it.
Sony is letting you register to get in line for a chance to buy a PS5.
Haven't they been doing that for the past year?
Is this last
No.
year's news?
No, this is this year's news that came out. We're about a week late reporting it, but you can actually just sign up. You'll be put in a queue, and then they'll go through the queue. You don't have to wait till
You don't have
there's
to-
units available somewhere and try to jump in
I've
line.
done that twice already and never heard back. So why would the third time be different?
Oh, yeah. You never get emails from them.
No.
You got to call support.
I get emails all the time. I got another email if I wanted to buy a PS5. I'm like, I already got one that I bought from you. How do you not know that?
And it's weird because there's a lot of people who want one and can't get one.
Because they don't get emails.
Yeah.
Fix your email server, PlayStation.
Yeah, jerks. Anyway, in other news, G4 TV is returning November 16th with Attack of the Show, X-Play, and even Ninja Warrior. Okay, I was expecting more excitement.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It depends who the hosts are.
And I barely have time to watch things I want to watch now.
That's a good point, but I mean, it's nice it's coming back, right?
I mean, it'll be nice for us because we'll be 2 weeks late on every piece of news we get from it.
That's a good point. It's all on Twitter immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin P. Pereira?
Yeah, he was
Oh, is he
back
coming
on the
back?
show.
Nice.
He's going to be back on Attack of the Show. And then X-Play is going to be with Adam Sessler.
So neither
No
of the
Morgan.
women are coming back.
It doesn't say so. I doubt Olivia Munn's coming back.
No, she was gone before they.
Yeah,
Went
there was
off
someone
the
else
air.
I can't remember. Like Jessica Chobot was in it for a while.
Yeah.
Don't see your name here, but you never
Yeah, I
know.
guess we'll find out.
And then last piece of rumor, not news.
Nice.
Oh, I like this.
I see. I'm picking it. It only took 5 failures, and then I picked it up finally. But a Doctor Strange video game is reportedly on the way from Insomniac Games.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Strange Love.
Doctor Strange love game.
They hit with the young kids.
You just bicker in a war room for 2.5 hours.
What kind of game would it be?
It is from the same people that are creating and doing the Spider-Man games,
I was
know
gonna
who
say
Insomniac
Spider-Man.
is,
Yeah.
the Iron Man game and such. But it's currently in development. There's no release date. They don't know anything about it. It just supposedly was a rumor of a rumor that they're making a Doctor Strange game. But I think it'd be cool to do something with the suit that has its own, a mind of its own.
The cape missions.
The cape, the cloak,
Yeah.
whatever.
It'd be weird to do like a Spider-Man game because Doctor Strange doesn't go around stopping criminals on the street.
Doesn't he just go through portals and shit?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe if it's a mix of kind of like Ratchet and Clank does it, where you just portal into new worlds like that. That'd be pretty dope.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll have to see if this rumor is even remotely true first.
Yeah, for real.
Well, if you remember, they just recently announced that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming with the Peter Parker from Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. And then they also mentioned and stated that they're going to create a Wolverine game.
Yeah, they're really putting all their eggs in the Marvel basket.
I mean, people buy or go to the movies.
Yeah.
It's true.
People bought a shitload of Spider-Man games.
Can't argue with money.
Yeah, the Spider-Man game was good. The Marvel movies are good.
Yeah.
The Miles Morales one was good too.
I didn't play that, so I can assume it's good, but
It's a lot of the same, but still fun.
Fair enough.
But that's all we got for video game news / stuff.
Woo!
So how about we get into the game? How does that sound?
Yeah, let's
I know
talk
these
about
people
Saw.
desperately waiting to hear about the game where we ask the question, can a movie tie-in dominate the entire market space right before the 6th film in the franchise? We're talking about Saw, the video game.
Yeah.
It was released October 6th, 2009. The number one song on the radio, you're not going to get it, so I'll just tell you, it's I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
I got a feeling.
Oh, you're so close.
I don't believe in that one.
Number one movie, Zombieland.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And this day in history, October 6th, 1866, the first train robbery in the United States occurred, with the Reno brothers taking a whopping $13,000.
Damn, Reno Bros.
I was going to say that's a lot of money. That would be a lot of money if it was today's dollars, but I'd take $13,000.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't sneeze at it. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take any money.
Yeah, there you go. We're not send us money. So it was released for PC, PS3, Xbox 360, developed by Zombie Studios and published by Konami. It is a single-player survival horror puzzler game written by all these people. I swear have writing credits on this: James Wan, Lee Wanell, David Cohen, John Williamson, Chris Harding, and Ian Vogel.
Mm-hmm.
Which I assume are all the people that either wrote this game or created characters that were in this game, right? That's how that works.
I would imagine.
Yeah, James Wan did Saw, right?
Him and Lee Wanell wrote Saw, and James Wan directed it. So they probably got in there for the characters. I don't think they wrote this game, but who knows?
I think they helped.
Maybe they okayed it.
Yeah.
But this came out, like I said, right before Saw 6. So like 3 weeks or 2 weeks before Saw 6 hit theaters.
Makes sense that it happens after the first game,
Yeah.
first movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, don't some of the Saws like bounce back before? I don't know. The Saws are getting
Dude, they bounce all over the place and try to bring in other characters from other versions. And this is a movie series that I can't believe I'm saying this, but it makes a lot more sense when you watch them right in a row.
Yeah, where you still remember this nobody character was.
Yeah, exactly. Who dies in the beginning of the movie, and you're like, I don't know who that was. And it's like, oh, it was the second main character from the second film or whatever.
Yeah.
Because between like 2 and 6, I don't know. They all run together. I remember one distinctively. The other ones, I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened.
I think some of them happened concurrently, but were released like years apart.
Yeah, there's all kinds of flat. Because if you look at on the Wikipedia, they have a list of the characters and what saws they're in.
Yeah,
and it's just it's a fucking
it's a joke.
Smattering. It's a nightmare. It bounces left and right all over the place. Any hoodles. So you picked it, Sir Chump Slap.
Yes, I did.
How about you give us a rundown, get us into the game, tell us what it's all about, and then afterwards I'll talk about my platinum for this game.
Oh, I found out I had a platinum for it too, but I don't remember a single thing.
Whatever.
I have a platinum for this and the sequel. I forgot there was a sequel.
Wow. Anyway.
Yeah, take us home.
You're going to be playing as one David Tapp, also known as Danny Glover.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. He's a police officer who's been dismissed. What do they call that?
Dismissed.
Yeah.
Disbarred? Fired?
Yeah, whatever. He's been shit canned. That's it.
There it is. That's the cop term.
Scientific term.
Because he kind of goes a little insane after his partner dies. He dies in the first movie when he walks through a trap and shotgun shoot him in the head.
I don't remember that part, but
Yeah.
You know what scares me? I did. I absolutely remember when Danny Glover and what was it, Detective Singh,
Steven Singh.
when they go to like find where Jigsaw is, and he runs like across the floor and like trips over a wire, and the shotgun above him just kills him.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a good bit. Good bit.
And this David Tapp also has a scarred up neck from when he gets cut in the neck from Jigsaw. And he gets shot at the end of the first movie. So we begin here where he's healed. Jigsaw takes him and heals him.
so it's sometime after the first movie.
It happens between the first and second movies.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jigsaw heals him and brings him to Whitehurst Insane Asylum, which is an abandoned asylum, whatever. And he fills it with a bunch of people because it's Jigsaw and that's what he does.
This seems like a bit of a big scale even for Jigsaw.
It does.
For
Right.
a fucking elderly old man with cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he did any of this.
Well, he has a partner.
Yeah, but I mean,
Pig
like,
face person.
there's probably
Still.
50 people just roaming around.
Yeah, and it seems like they can all just get out if they want to.
Yeah.
But you don't want to because you are obsessed with catching Jigsaw.
That's the lesson you're going to learn.
He's trying to tell you. He's like, yo, just fucking forget about it, bro. But you're healed. You wake up in a bathroom with the classic reverse bear trap on your head. Figure that out. There's a puzzle, whatever. Get out of that. And you see the classic videos. You'll see a lot of these.
Yeah.
Which, where do you get all these TVs, man?
I
When Circus City went out of business, I bet.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
don't like, he's got so many materials. He's got this whole asylum. How do you not leave some kind of paper trail for the police, for Christ's sake?
Yeah. How many mini fucking tape recorders did he buy?
And how many
Yeah.
cathode ray TVs do you think you can just find laying around before you have to go get a bulk thing?
I don't know. Maybe there were a lot.
back in the early aughts, they were everywhere.
Yeah. In abandoned,
I don't know. I have no
abandoned
idea.
asylums, man.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So you get it off, and then you have to help this other guy. It's like you need to do teamwork here. You have to dig through old needles in a toilet to find a key
Another rehashed puzzle.
from the second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these happened in movies.
Yeah.
But anyway. So you open the door. Guy's like, yeah, fuck you. You need shoes. There's a lot of glass on the floor. And he just,
And then just walks away. He's like, that sucks. Later.
yeah. He's like, fuck you. I'm
But
out.
if I remember, it was a lot of points in the game where there was a shit on the floor that hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he just walked with fucking shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
After this, you get attacked by a prisoner, and he's like, he leads you to a medical bay because you're following him. And then the guy's like, well, look, I let him here. What the hell, man? Let me out. Opens the door, boom. Head gets shot off with a shotgun. Classic.
Of course. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. And you get a flashback, and you find out there's a key sewn into your body, and people in this asylum are also trying to get that key because it's their key out, so everyone's going after you.
I like that element of this game, where it's like you have the key inside you, everyone else needs that key to get out, so they're going to be coming after you.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just the way to make it so.
So there's enemies.
So the enemies are trying
Yeah.
to kill you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because there's people just running around with like shotgun collars and reverse bear traps
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah, and they're just coming after you, and you have to like beat them with pipes and stuff.
Yeah, you just find shit and hit them with it. So now we find Amanda on the TV, who was the woman that survived the first Saw.
Yes, you get the original reverse bear trap, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
There's talk of she was a witness and you interrogated her and you just fucking hounded her, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pigface jumps you. Knocks you out or something.
Yeah. He kind of is the bingo spot of get knocked out and wake up somewhere else.
Yeah, he does it a
Yeah,
couple
absolutely.
times, I think. But
I don't remember.
you come across a guy who's injected with poison, you must get the right antidote because you get injected with poison. You know how it is.
Well, you wake up with the shotgun collar on you.
Oh, yeah. No, not yet.
I thought it was right after the pig guy knocked you out.
Yeah, maybe.
Cartoons and like the 60s Batman, they made me believe that when I got into adulthood, there'd be a lot of instances where I get poisoned and someone has the antidote and I need to get it back.
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened to me once.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I am I just lucky or not lucky? I don't know.
You got to hang out in better circles.
You need more poison, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it happened a lot more. Maybe it's just, I'm wrong place, wrong time, I guess.
Who needs antidotes? You got to trust your body and your immune system, bro.
Oh, yeah, I can fight that shit off.
That's the thing. I did my own research. I forgot to mention this to you. The fiance sent me a picture of one of those Halloween gravestones. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it just said I did my own research. This is pretty fucking great.
I don't get it. What are you trying to say?
If you don't know, then nothing. It's fine. Let's just move on.
All right. So Amanda's like, yo, you got to play by the rules, man. Jigsaw's watching you. So she gets taken away by Pigface to make it look like she's been taken away. You know?
Maybe Pigface doesn't know.
Pigface could be another person he's putting through a game.
Yeah.
Like in the first Saw movie. Yeah. So now you go on to find Jennings Foster. He's a corrupt cop. I guess he used to be your partner or something. Or, I don't know. But he got drunk and hit a homeless guy in a hit and run and framed another man for the murder.
Yeah, and you helped, apparently.
And you helped. And you didn't even know it at the time, I guess.
Cool guy.
It's like he could be a attorney general from Minnesota.
That's a deep cut.
That is
it's
deep.
a deep, current events deep cut.
Oh, man.
Fantastic. Wow. All right.
Now here Pigface knocks you out again and puts a shotgun collar on you.
Oh.
Yeah. So you find a bunch of tapes telling you that people are out to get you, and you come across Jennings, and he's in one of the pendulum traps. You know, you've seen this in one of the Saw movies.
5.
I think you're right. And you save him, and he tells you, everyone's here because of you, man. Everyone's got a connection to you somehow, and I don't think anyone likes you. You suck. And he bounces.
I don't think anyone likes you. Fuck you. No, you're right. You're paraphrasing.
That's exactly what he says.
You're pretty sure that's what he says, yeah.
Everybody has a reason to not like you.
Yeah. And he blames you for needing to get an arrest for that hit and run.
Yeah.
To why the guy was framed.
Yeah, I did nothing but keep my mouth shut so you would get off. And it's all your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault I killed somebody. And then we both covered it up.
It's like you needed that arrest, didn't you? And I had to fucking make an innocent guy go to jail.
Is he from a movie, or did they make him just for this?
I don't think he's from a movie.
Okay.
No, I don't think he is. He's not on the master sheet.
Okay.
So after him, you get to Stephen Singh's wife. And her name is Melissa.
And guess who she blames for all her problems?
Well, she's right. She's like, my husband's dead because of you. You didn't follow proper police procedure when you went into his building.
Well, wouldn't he have not followed it too?
There's a couple times where he's like, let's call backup.
Okay.
And Danny Glover's like, no, we got him. He's coming in.
Okay.
Okay, so that did happen. Because it's been a while. I remember a lot of the first one, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have a question then, since you're fresh on the Saw 1. Mm-hmm. I don't really like when he says, you know, that he would have been fine if he just followed protocols. That's kind of shitty. But didn't he set like all kinds of purposely hidden traps?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, if you were called for backup and they swept the place looking for traps instead of just trying to
you could argue that this guy's known for traps, and maybe we should be looking for traps.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's an unfair argument because the pighead, kind of like taunted them and then ran down that hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like purposely to make sure they wouldn't look through traps.
And it's not like Danny Glover was like, hey, I'll follow you.
This is after Danny Glover's cutting the neck, and he's telling him to go get the guy instead of getting backup, I think. He's like, go get him. Go get him.
It's hard to lay this all on Danny Glover.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all on his, but as far as the wife knows.
Well, that's true. Danny Glover's still here. And
yeah.
That's a perfect reason to neglect taking care of your son, though.
Oh, yeah. So because of this, she neglects her body, her fucking family, her son. And the son's just not going to school or is starved or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Malnourished.
They kind of like.
Yeah. So she's set up on this fucking Iron Maiden thing with circular saws.
Which I don't believe was in any of the movies.
No, because it was dumb.
Yeah.
No, because it was dumb.
So you save her. You're like, I'm sorry, whatever. This sucks. And she's like, yeah, well, Jigsaw gave me a choice and I'm leaving. I ain't helping you. Fuck you. So she bounces. And you come across your next person, who is Oswald McGillicuddy,
Great name.
who
Great name.
is,
Sounds like the Penguin.
I believe he's from, yes, he's from the first one.
He's a reporter.
He's a reporter who wrote about Jigsaw and like badmouthed, what's his name? Tap.
Tap, yeah.
And was like, is Tap Jigsaw? Just to get, I guess, people to read his newspaper.
Got to get them clicks.
Yeah, well,
I feel like there was a little bit of racism going into that article.
there might have been. But he twisted Jigsaw's message and Jigsaw was pissed about it.
So now he's going back to an old classic and twist his bones.
Yeah. So this was the guy in the first movie who was in the warehouse when Danny Glover and Singh go in there. And he's set up under like a tarp. And he's got 2 drills going towards his neck. And they get him out. And they save his life. So
I can't say I remember that.
I don't remember that at all, but
it's right before the whole shotgun part and all that stuff. Right when Danny Glover gets
Oh, in the same office thing.
yeah, in the warehouse.
I'm going to take your word for
He's
it.
just under one of the red sheets that they pull back and they're looking for shit. And they save his life. In this one, he's in some type of folding chair table trap thing that's going to twist and break all his bones. So you get him out, and he doesn't appreciate it.
yeah, he seems pretty mad about it.
He's like, fuck you, man. I guess he wanted to die. I don't even know. Didn't make any sense. But he walks away. He's like, I'm out of here. Opens the door and gets crushed for what, I don't know what reason.
Like, it
Doesn't
was
seem
just-
very fair.
It was just a trap.
Yeah, why are there so many traps? This isn't Jigsaw-like. You know what I mean? I guess, yeah. We just talked about the shotgun traps.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
is someone who's going to survive the trap and then get out, and he's going to make more
That's
traps.
what I mean, yeah. Like, it's supposed to be fair, not like, oh, you survived. Here's your exit.
That's a
Wrong.
fair point. You're right. That's his whole thing, like testing people, and if they pass, they get to leave. Like, that's his thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not hoping you avoid all my traps on the way out.
I think he even kills the lady in the second one because she made an impossible trap or something.
Yeah, that might be the third one.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Amanda from this.
Man, duh.
Was Amanda's trap the one where there was a guy on the floor and he was like drugged and like half awake, but she had to like
Get the
open
key
his
out of
guts
his
to get the
gut.
key out?
Yep.
And she did it and felt like, and we're supposed to really feel bad for her, and then she turns out to be a huge scumbag later.
Yeah, and then she makes the traps that people can't win.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe one of them is a pendulum trap.
Might be. Seems like you can't win a lot of these when you watch the movies again. You know what I mean?
It seems like they're very difficult to get anywhere with. Yeah.
I don't understand. All right. Aside from the game, just watching the first movie again. At the end, the guy who's just like the private eye, he just locks him in there and he dies in the room. And what did he do?
Yeah, I don't know. They kind of just lock him in there.
Yeah. They're like, oh, the key was in the tub. And you watch it go down the drain in the first 5 seconds of the movie. And you're like, oh, neat.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was stupid.
All right, back to the game.
So on to the next guy. We got Obi Tate
That is such a great name, too.
in the crematorium. And he's like, dude, I volunteered to be tested. I put ads in the newspaper until this guy hit me up. And here I am.
I would love to see that ad. Hey,
Like,
Jigsaw.
is this a thing from the movies? Like people, I don't know if they've ever really explored it anywhere in the lore of this until now, but
Yeah, I don't know.
people being like
it's been forever since I've
fanboys
seen
about it, you know what I mean? Like that really want to do it.
I mean, it's believable, but it's been forever since I've
I
seen a
don't
Saw
know. If,
movie.
yeah,
I can't remember.
I can't recall if it's in any movies, but it sounds like something that would happen.
Where's Ham Man at? Go watch all the Saw movies, and then get back to us about these stupid questions we're having in the middle of it.
Yeah, right? So you save him, and Obi's like, what the fuck, man? I wanted my own test. This is bullshit. My test depended on you doing all the stuff.
And it's a fair argument.
Yeah. He gets pissed at you. He's like, I did all this work. I put ads in the paper. And your chance, you're throwing it away because all you have to do is not try to capture him, right? He's like, you're given a second chance at life. And why are you fucking just wasting it trying to go after Jigsaw? And then he just walks away. Just like all the other people. Walk the fuck away.
Yeah. Why doesn't he just follow them out? Is what I didn't understand.
That's the whole thing. He's too
going.
obsessed. He won't leave. He has to capture him.
No, I gotta stay and I gotta find Jigsaw. I gotta do it.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I think Obi's pissed at him. He's like, dude, just
get
fuck
out.
out. What are you doing? Next, we find Jeff Thomas, who survived when Tap saved him from previous test.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Jeff Thomas from the first one. That's the guy I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah, that's what I have in my notes. I just got to that.
Yeah, that's the guy from the first one.
Right. He was the reporter in the chair. Not the reporter, but he was the guy in the chair.
Yes, he was suicidal,
Gracious.
and he survived, right?
Sure. Yeah, he survived definitely, but
Oh, he became suicidal because of Tap. Tap drives him to suicide because he constantly questions him. He's stalking him and harassing him and shit. And you free Jeff from this wall of spikes that he's on.
such a stupid, like a memory game, really, Jigsaw.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stupid games here. And that's not Jigsaw. That's my main beef with this game.
It's like the Riddler.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. And now that I'm thinking about it, they fit so much better in the Arkham games.
Yeah. Right?
Where the Riddler had his like puzzles you had to get his stupid collectibles.
Yeah. This is just, hey, play Guess Who, and if you win, this guy survives.
Exactly. It's, you know what, brings us back to Bill and Ted, like when they're playing death in those games.
Yup. It's like that,
It's the
pretty much.
exact level of lameness. But that was the joke in Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Here it's just sad.
Yeah, it is. So he's free. He's really hurt, though.
Well, yeah, it gets a bunch of spikes that just go through him.
Yeah. And he just leaves. He's like, yeah, fuck you, man. I ain't helping you again. Because nobody wants to help Tap. Might be racist. But
I don't know how everyone blames Tap for Jigsaw fucking kidnapping them, tying them to a device, speaking all this shit into their ear about how they should hate Tap and it's all his fault. And they're all just like, yep, you're right, sir.
You're right. This Tap is a piece of shit.
Well,
you
I guess
kidnapped me, strapped me in this shit.
If
But it's Tap's fault.
if Jigsaw's like,
Exactly.
Detective Tap put you here.
Well, if he's like, if Tap just gave up, you guys could leave.
Yeah.
That might be the whole thing.
But I mean, it's still not a great reason to hate Detective Tap.
No.
I mean, if I was kidnapped right now and tied to a reverse bear trap, and then all of a sudden fucking Chump Slap busts through the door, and it's like, I'll save you, and they saves me, and they're like, yeah, you know, I'm Chump Slap, and you know, this is all my thing, and this is my fault, everyone's kind of here, really sorry about that. I'd be like, dude, thanks for saving my life. I'm getting the fuck out, and you really should come. Like, I wouldn't be like, fuck you, man, this is all your fault, and run away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, thanks for saving my life twice, dick.
Deuces.
But anyway, here you find out that Pigface has the key to escape. And he was trying to sabotage the game the whole time.
Because that's what Jigsaw wanted him to
Jigsaw
do.
wanted him to sabotage. And you're like, all right, well, I'm going to fucking kill Pigface. Where is he? And you're told he's in the library. So you kill him. You go to the library.
It's like the only boss fight in the game.
Yeah. And you're in a room with a truth or freedom door. And you have to get the key, yada, yada, some fucking other silly game.
It's one door for truth and one door for freedom.
Truth or, not truth or freedom door.
Yes.
Truth door and freedom door. There you go. And this is the end of the game. You walk through one of those two doors. And which door do you want to hear first?
Let's do the truth door first, because the freedom door is the canon ending.
Truth.
And then, you know, we'll set ourselves up for the sequel, guys.
Oh,
Nice. Next October.
So you go through the
Production,
truth door, and you see a hooded figure that you assume is Jigsaw.
Yeah, I guess truth is figure out who Jigsaw is.
Yeah, truth is like you get to figure him out, pick him out, take him in, even though you're not a cop anymore.
Like, it's you catching him.
Yeah, that's the whole. Actually, I think he just wants you to see who he is. Is that what the idea of the door was.
Yeah. Because that's what you're asking everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, you see him? What does he look like? What does he look like? So you catch the hooded figure and you beat the hell out of him. And then you find a tape on him. And it's a tape from Jigsaw to Melissa.
What?
Sing's wife, Melissa, the very same.
What?
The one you saved already once.
Yeah. And it's because she didn't help you out, she now has to follow you around, make sure you play by the rules. But her mouth's sewn shut, so she can't give it away or anything. And her son is kidnapped, so she doesn't fuck it up too. So you don't kill her, and she gets up. She's like, I'm fucking getting out of here. She doesn't say that because her mouth's...
She pantomimed it. We got it.
Yeah. She walks in the door. Boom, it's another one of those shotgun doors that killed her husband. Oh my God. How poetic.
Yeah, Jigsaw's just getting lazy now.
I know. There was no need for that, Jigsaw. Come on, man. So then it shows Tap just strapped to a bed in an insane asylum where he just goes nuts, constantly thinking about Jigsaw. This is the thing that made him snap, seeing the same fucking trap twice now. 3 times. I think he's seen it earlier. But that's it. That's the truth door. Tap goes insane.
Sweet.
Wow.
So that's the good ending.
So the freedom door's got to be the better ending, right?
Yeah, this has got to be happy and cheerful.
Yeah. Freedom door is just walk away.
Yeah, get out of the thing.
And you're going to be fine. So you do. You walk away. You go home. You're looking at your Jigsaw news clipping wall.
Which means you didn't really walk away from it. You really didn't learn your lesson.
No, if he would have walked away, he would have went home, ripped that shit off his wall.
Yeah.
But no, he just starts reading it and it's like, oh my God. Oh, what did I do? Why didn't I go back? And he fucking shoots himself in the head. Because that's true freedom.
That was a fucking bummer.
Yeah. Oh, you finally learned your lesson? And you
So either way, Detective Tap is fucked.
Yeah. Tap's life's over, pretty much. Literally and figuratively.
Well, it's either more people die because you didn't catch him, as if it was your fucking responsibility anymore. Mm-hmm. But more people die, you get depressed and blow your brains out, or you capture Jigsaw, find out it's not Jigsaw, and then you go insane.
Yeah.
Mad.
Why wouldn't you still be... Well, they say insane.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just... I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But I don't know much about madness.
Yeah, I also don't know much about being in a saw trap either. Doesn't seem like anybody who survives is normal afterwards.
Yeah, it's true. Some of them turn to the dark side.
I don't like the Star Wars reference.
Some of them turn to the
sad side.
Isn't that the same thing?
bad side.
I mean, I don't understand the evil sides of the Force too much.
They turn away from the Schwartz.
Oh,
Yeah, turn away from the
Now
shorts.
I
That's
get
a good way
it.
to put it.
All right. Yep, that's the game.
That's the game. We did it. We got through it. We're still here. So let's just go ahead. We'll roll right into our favorite segment, Final Thoughts, and we'll start with you, Dr. Syintist.
all right.
So, the questions I have to ask you. Would you fire up this shit?
The cow.
Did the story really hit? What score would you catch in your mitt?
Nice.
Would I fire it
Nailed
up?
it.
Probably not. I mean, I found out about 2 days ago that I actually played this game and platinumed it.
It must have left a
Yeah.
impression.
I think it took a grand total of 1.5 days.
Sick.
And I don't know. I just don't think I'd play something like this anymore. I'm way too old and sophisticated.
Of course, like a fine wine.
Yes.
Getting better with age.
And this game didn't, but I did.
Okay.
What was the second question?
Everyone knows it. I don't think I need to say it
Did the
again.
story really hit?
Did the story
Yeah.
really hit?
That's what I said.
Glad someone remembers. I think this game would have been a lot better if the Saw movies didn't exist.
Fair.
Because, I mean, almost everything in this is just a rehashing of something that happened in one of the movies. Like the traps weren't unique too much.
Yeah, that was the coolest part of Saw movies.
Yeah.
Was the funky traps. That
And
they
then you
came
see
up
the
with.
traps come again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, this could be like his testing ground for traps, really.
And leading to the second point I have, that it's just ridiculous that he has this whole abandoned asylum that he's...
Yeah.
A lot of electricity running through there.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just kidnapping dozens and dozens of people and dropping them off here, and nobody's like caught. It just seems a little bit far-fetched, even for a Saw movie.
All right, I'll buy that.
But I mean, it was... In a universe where Saw exists, it's just trite. So I'll give it a little bit below average score for me of about 5 stars.
5. All right.
Okay.
I think it's easily the worst game we did in Spooky October, but I mean,
Yeah.
I did play it apparently, so
Yeah,
it can't be that bad because I went all the way through it.
It had to at least be tolerable?
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 year ago you thought it was.
It would have gotten better score if there were different traps, and
I think you gameflied it and you're like, fuck
probably.
it. It's so close to platinum.
And
That lines up. The
I
timeline.
looked at the days I did it. It was like December 30th. So it was probably like on a Christmas vacation from work.
Just going through, ripping through
just ripping
games.
through it.
Was it, if I may jump in here, was it December 30th, 2009?
It might have been.
Because I played it January 2nd, 2010. Did you just give it to me when you were done with it?
It's very possible.
That makes sense for the whole Gamefly thing, too.
Yeah, because you would have just sent it back for me then.
Yeah.
Wow. It took me 5 days, 10 hours to get through it.
Fucking loser.
I think mine was a day and like 15 hours or something. But
All right, so there it is.
yeah,
a 5.
that's mine. So what about you, Poppascotch?
Oh, what? Well, what? Do you have questions? for
Would
me or
you
something?
play the game I gameflied again?
Would you Gamefly it?
Yeah. Did the story work for you? And what kind of score did you give it?
Nice.
Okay, good. Would I play it again? I have no recollection of playing this game.
Neither do I. It's amazing.
The only part watching the cutscene movie that I kind of put together and kind of remembered was when that dude just walked by and was like, "Oh, you got broken glass, sucks to be you." And just kept going.
The only thing I remembered actually was when I was watching it, the guy opened a door once and there was a quick like button trigger you had to push before you got shot.
Oh, really?
That's the only thing I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the trophies here. First kill with a table leg?
Yeah.
I don't remember that being a weapon. Nailback, kind of. First kill with a mannequin arm is a weapon.
Oh, wow.
But, well, anyway, so would I play it again? I think this would be like the same way I look at Nintendo games.
Yeah.
You know, like I get a nostalgia hit. I play it for maybe a half hour. I'm like, okay, that's enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, hard maybe. Just because I thought it'd be fun to, do I remember any of this shit? And then fire it up again. Probably not. Did the story work for me? I mean, we talked a lot about the continuity errors and how this is ridiculous that a full asylum, full building could be built like this with absolutely no one being like, hey, what are you doing in there?
Yeah, and you sure do kill a lot of people.
Yeah. Imagine how many times you had to drive back with a van full of shit.
So many times. And then you had to carry it in yourself,
Yeah.
or maybe you had an assistant or two, but you can't like just sit there in an afternoon and teach someone arc welding to put all this shit together.
And you don't arrive with a van full of people and just start unloading them at the same time.
Yeah, and he wired all those TVs and doors to unlock at the same time and shit. No, not buying it.
So it's a little iffy, but if we buy that this is happening and it's gonna happen and it's possible, the story doesn't work for me. As a Saw game, sure. There are traps, there's jigsaw, there's puzzles in order to solve the traps, which I thought overall, you know, we kind of gloss over it, but that's kind of a nice mechanic, is doing the puzzles to get out of traps.
Yeah.
What score would I give it? It's not gonna be high, but the story's fine. Maybe if I watched, the first 6 Saw movies again, I might have a different opinion. But I'm not going to do that. That's a lot of movies. So I'm going to be a little bit nicer than Dr. Syintist. I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Just because it messes with the continuity of all the movies. It is supposed to take place or deal with the world right after the first Saw film, but it was right before the 5th movie.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
Which is kind of silly, but yeah, 7. I'll just give it a 7 and stop talking about it.
All right.
Let's get to the star of the hour. Sir Chump Slap. would you throw your attention at this game?
Okay.
Was the story great, or was it kind of more of the same? And what score do you think the game could tame?
Whoa.
What the fuck?
You're welcome. Dropping. Put a beat behind that, fans. I dare you. Because I was rhyming.
Man, that was some good rhyming. I like the double rhymes in each. Oof,
You're welcome.
blew my mind. So, would I play it? No.
Okay.
I mean, I love puzzle games, but these puzzles just look silly.
It's not like a Portal puzzle game or Talos Principle puzzle game.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're all like mini games we've seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I probably wouldn't play it.
Slide the block along and only hit 2 things.
Yeah.
Right, like it's never. None of the puzzles were like, I have no idea what I'm even supposed to do here. They were all variations of puzzles we've seen in other games a billion times.
Fucking memory and shit.
Exactly. You really do not like the memory TV one, do you?
It wasn't even the same picture either. You had to get pictures that had to deal with each other.
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking dumb. Story worked for me. After watching the first one and getting to know the characters a little better, because they're actual characters in the first one, the story worked okay. It was a meh working, but like I said, the silly puzzles, and yeah, like you guys said, how to get these dozens and dozens of people that you slaughter.
Yeah.
How do you justify slaughtering all these people?
Oh, they're trying to kill you for the key.
Well, apparently you can get the key out surgically, right? Because it was put in surgically.
Dude, that's the thing too. Like, not only you must be killing 100 people in this one little mission.
Yeah, exactly.
When in all the Saw movies you had like, I don't know, up to 8.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit with what I thought Jigsaw was all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
This could be Amanda's doing, though. Maybe this was her first trial. You know.
But I thought her first trial was Saw 2.
You're right.
Where she was in with the rest of the people, wasn't she?
Yeah. Well, maybe this was whatever.
I think we're reading too much into
We
this.
are.
No, I think she was in the first movie and that was her first thing. And then she was in the second movie as like a main character.
Yeah.
And she was pissed because she had to do this whole thing again.
No, she was a plant.
Yeah, she was
Well,
plant.
yeah, she was a plant, but in her character in the story was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I can't believe
yeah.
I'm back
She's also
here.
a plant in this game, so it's kind of...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've been there. We've seen it. We've done it.
Yeah. Maybe if you brought this out right after the first movie and before the second one, but no.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have ruined that entire reveal.
Well, if you guys played the game, you would have seen this coming.
That's great.
So that just brings me to a score. I'm going to have to go with a 5 as well, because it didn't hit. I don't think it was good or gory.
It probably would have gotten a lot more points if the Saw movies weren't around, like I said. Like, you didn't know all this stuff ahead of time that this was all...
Yeah, if this was its own thing,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh my God, this guy, what? Because then they could have played the whole fucking... Yeah, but then the characters wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to get to know
You'd
the
have to tell
characters.
backstory and shit, I guess. But yeah,
I mean, it wasn't a perfect solution.
no. But yeah, I think you're right. It would have been better.
Yeah, we're dealing with like 5 movies of baggage, and they're supposed to pretend that we only saw one movie, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing this game, you're either doing it for Dr. Scientist reasons, which is the easy platinum, or you're doing it for Poppascotch reasons, which is you're such a diehard fan of the Saw franchise.
Or you did it for the easy platinum. Don't lie.
What? No. I never played a game just for an easy platinum. Thank you, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I was a huge fan of that.
It was a great movie.
Sometimes those
Great
games
movie.
are fun, but I didn't play Cloudy.
So there it is. It's a 17 total.
That is 4 points better than the gem that we all loved. Clearly, Scarface, The World Is Yours. 2 points better than The Division, and 1 point less than The Complex.
Okay.
I don't even remember what the fuck the complex was.
That we did that like a month ago.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's the one
Choose Your
at the
Own
movie.
Adventure one.
Okay, yeah.
I can't believe we scored the other movie so high, or the other game.
For the complex?
The
What,
division.
Scarface?
The division. Yeah, Scarface. I can't believe isn't even close to that high.
All right, well, there we go. Let's, if we got nothing else to say about this main thing, let's wrap up Spooky October.
All right.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Ooh.
We're going to do that with our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Scientist Classic Wrestling Finisher Lock of the Way.
Wilhelm!
Every week, we ask Dr. Scientist for a 100% guaranteed amazing wrestling finisher, and this week, he's going to make it a little bit spooky.
Ooh.
This week, Dr. Scientist, what do you got for us?
Well, to finish, we're going to go with the wrestling legend known as Evil.
Whoa.
And one of
We
his...
all know them, yes.
Yeah. And his move, Darkness Falls.
Ooh, that sounds
Spooky.
spooky.
It is pretty cool, actually. He lifts his opponent up in like a fireman's carry on your shoulders.
Yep.
And then he kind of like pushes the head part up and like turns it into a power bomb.
Okay.
So that's kind of it.
Well, there's going to be a video of...
Yeah, there's going to be... It's a fireman's carry into a sit-out power bomb. It's a simple move, but it's got a
Like
cool
face
name.
first?
No. He just like flips them over and...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I'm looking. Oh God, the first link was backyard wrestling. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard to find a video of it, but there's a couple. You have to look up for like evil and wrestling moves and...
It's not popping up right away. We'll find a link to
you don't have to do that right now.
Or you can just look for
Compilation.
one yourself.
Here.
Well, no, because then they're not going to the YouTube and clicking on the links.
Oh, you're right. Check it out.
Check it out on our YouTube. Go to our YouTube. I dare you. But all right, let's move on to our favorite segment of every week then, which is Sir Chump Slaps. Would you rather?
What?
Every week, we ask Chump Slap a guaranteed banger of a would you rather question. They're never weak or lame. So this week, I have two for you because they're kind of weak and lame. But they are
It's getting to
spooky.
the end of the season.
Ooh, spooky. Nice.
Now, see, I'm going to need you to pick one or two because I think one is better than the other and going to make you think more, but I'm always wrong.
That's right. You
So,
are right.
so pick A or B. Which one do you want to hear first?
Let's go B.
B. All right. Sir Chump Slap.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be abducted by an alien or haunted by a ghost?
How malevolent is this ghost?
Good question.
Let's say...
Is it like Casper?
Poltergeist shit.
Mm.
You're not friends.
Nah.
You're not solving adventures
Is it
together.
a racist ghost?
Actually, that's a fun fact. I'm glad you asked. They're all racist.
Okay.
All
All
ghosts,
ghosts
are
are
racist.
racist. Yeah, we all knew that. Agar. I'll go with the alien because I think it would be cool to. I mean, fucking a ghost is just a dead person from this world. Who gives a shit?
The only caveat to the alien over the ghost is I could show people my haunting and prove it. I could never prove to anyone I was abducted by an alien.
No.
But if it was an asshole ghost, they would just wouldn't do it when
Yeah.
other people were there.
You'd be like, "Yo, check this out. He moved some dishes. Watch."
I mean, I would do that if I was a ghost. Anytime they tried to sew
I'd
somebody.
make people look like you're insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And then the next person would move in and I'd do it again.
yeah, exactly.
And I'd crack all the things in their beers so they all went flat.
That's such a dick ghost move. If you had a ghost haunting your house, what would you name it?
Well, it already has a name.
Call it little buddy
Little buddy?
just to piss it off.
I'd go something wild like sassafras or lavender.
Chief.
A skipper.
How afraid of a ghost are you going to be if its name's lavender? You know?
Fair. It's like, oh, that's just lavender. That smell of sulfur.
Okay, so that was the thinker. That was the one I thought you'd actually take a moment and try to think about.
All right.
This one's much more lame.
The stinker.
There was a thinker and a stinker. Which is which? I don't know why my morning radio voice just popped out there.
Hi.
Oh, hey, oh, Bentley's here too. All right, Sir Chump Slap. Would you rather spend a night in a graveyard or in a spooky abandoned home?
Is it raining?
Let's say it's temperate on both accounts. Not raining, it's just weather's not a factor, coldness isn't a factor.
I think I'd rather spend it in the home. I mean, there's probably more spiders and shit in the house, but as you said, abandoned, right?
I mean, outside there's a bunch of spiders.
Yeah, but you don't see them as much.
That's true.
Every time I'm in a graveyard at night,
Where do you deuce if you have to?
Yeah, finish your thought. Every time you're in a graveyard at night?
I was going to say. Nothing. Never really was in a graveyard at night that I can recall, except for just walking through one. Nothing ever happened, so I'll try the spooky house. Maybe something will happen. And if I have to take a shit, I could use the bathroom. Instead of shitting on someone's grave or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Up.
That's what I mean. That's really weird.
Yeah, then you're just asking for trouble at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, there you go.
A thinker and a stinker.
Would definitely sleep in a spooky abandoned house.
Any day of the week.
Let's say people had a bunch of addresses of spooky homes you could definitely sleep in overnight. Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send it to plottytime@gmail.com. I will read, respond, and drop a pin at each one of those locations.
Perfect. And let's say they wanted to get to us on the socials with, I don't know, their own personal story about getting haunted by a ghost. Where would they get to us on the socials, Dr. Syintist?
At Plottytime on Instagram, Twitter, and Les Park.
Do I want to know?
It's a lesbian chat and dating.
Of
course it is.
You got an account.
Yep.
Go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. Like and subscribe anywhere.
Yeah,
It's
rate
just
and
a good-
review.
Good
Like,
idea.
subscribe.
Buy our shit at plottytime.com. That does it for us. So get out there, enjoy your spooky October. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.